Let's rock! Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. We love you! Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby! The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Governor's Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 8:05 PM, backstage hallway. Hello everyone, sorry, I clicked the button then completely by accident. Hello everyone, Triple S back with small apology, says Attorney. I've got some music to play over it whilst I'm talking to you, so that's good. And now we're doing Turnabout Serenade. We're officially over the halfway mark of the game. This game only has 4 cases, so now we're in Turnabout Serenade. And the last case is Turnabout Succession, I found out, so I can remember it now because it also starts with S. But here we are, apparently we're at the Governor's concert, so that's cool. We're seeing Gavin play live. And yeah, let's just carry on with the main story of the game, which we get back to now after that filler episode of the last case. So let's go. This is so cool, us at Governor's concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Governor's, putting the sick back in music. Is it Governors? I've seen Governor's. I think Governor sounds better. It looks like it's actually Governors. I'll say Governors. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice, sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Governor's show. Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Governor's albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. But Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here at a Governor's concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Well, I'd never admit that to Trucy. July 7th, Governor's dressing room. Governor's. Oh, you made it! Mr. Gavin! Thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lamoir's singing, right? Serenade the ballad. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Lamoir. I've seen someone play this game before on YouTube. They pronounce it Lamoir, and that's how I've always ever pronounced it. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it, Lamoir. Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for the show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamoir says, you praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Is that a wildling from Game of Thrones? Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche. Lamoir's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honour for us to be here, and a great honour for Lamoir to be heard in this country. Oh, is she Borginian? She's Borginian, isn't she? Is she Borginian? That voice, I wish you could understand it. It's beautiful. Okay, that is her speaking then. Yeah, it is her. I didn't know if it was actually going to be her or maybe a different character, but it is her. Bocchini. Oh, it's Lemoire. I'm actually meeting Lemoire. Lemoire, mysterious songstress. A quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above the sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lemoire says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Ah, Lemoire, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. This kid is, I thought maybe might have been speaking before Lemoire showed up. I thought it might have been him. Is it him? I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lemoire's concerts, is he? He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tubai. He's blind. This is why he never strays far from Lemoire. Lemoire. I can't say it. I keep dropping the M in Lemoire. I keep saying Lemoire. They're always together. Solo dots. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lemoire's so, what's that word? Exotic. Kind of mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voices are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar's Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gathered's hard rock a little rest. Lemoire, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lemoire's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lemoire's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care of your hearts and stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. When you... I can't sing. The lyrics are showing up after the key, the mark, the key. The mark has started for the lyrics. When you saw the way the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. So the lyrics actually go to the song, but they're showing up on the beat, not beforehand, so you can't prepare. He wraps itself around me. And now through the air I fly. Whoa, whoa! Ooh, she's gone. Burn on in my heart fire, burn my love away all the way. Oh, his guitar's on fire. Like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar. Up, together, to the sky. Look at him back there trying to put the guitar out. Sorry, I found that really funny. Okay, July 7th, 9:05 PM, backstage hallway. Wow, wasn't the more amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what we're doing here? Let's go into Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes to the last part of the show. How many braces does this band need? July 7th, Governor's dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torture me? Wow, picking anyone to blame. Hey, I didn't do it. It's almost for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. Wow, he's very not happy. The god of rock has lost his cool. Okay, talk, the flaming guitar. You mean the guitar that wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd put up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning under my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. Oh, wait, you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. Oh, there we go, he's got his cool back. He got lucky, and he didn't realise it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. I'm usually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Lamar's song. Wasn't Lamar's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics, and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised you could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. Sugar, sugar, oh that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys my heart held on so tight. Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody, wrapped itself around me and now through the air I'll fly. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Well, well, burning on my heart, fire, burn my love away all the way, like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all the way, guitar, guitar, stand by myself on the mark. I can't read what it says in there. Something about Sky. Yippee, thanks so much. I'll never get to sign a client defense agreement. Lyric sheet entered the got record. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yep, Lamar's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Huh? I like the bit with the moire, but the rest... Oh, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down. Now, Apollo, you're getting old. Ah, 22 qualifies old to a 15-year-old. God damn, Apollo's younger than me. I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 soon. Well, I'm going. For the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. How old is he compared... Yeah, I was gonna say, you're older than Apollo. Okay, we move to the backstage hallway. July 7th, backstage hallway. Hey, it's you! That right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset about because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some kind of big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lemoire's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackoos in your face. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? We have a chat with her. Oh, apparently... Oh. The guy only says that we have to talk about this one thing. We don't talk about these two. If I can, I'll talk about the other two as well, just in case. The governors. Emma? Oh, this is why, because she won't talk to me. Never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. Tonk. She snackooed me. Oh, she threw one at your head. Right, that's why it says we can't talk about the other things. So, we examine the first door on the right. So, is it this one? So, this is the Moire's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, Al... Was that a gunshot? What was that? Oh, was that a gunshot? 2 gunshots? Something's going on. You, out of my way. Emma! Lemoire! Lemoire! It's not locked. I'm going in. Uh-oh. July 7th, 9:30 PM, Lemoire's dressing room. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Oh, Latouche! It's Lemoire's manager, Mr. What's his name? Wow, you can't remember it, but I can. Latouche! Oh no. Hey, you! Me? What's this room for me? I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. Isn't Latouche the name of a character or a real life person who was in Moulin Rouge? Isn't that Latouche? Yeah. The guy played by the guy who played Luigi in Super Mario Brothers film. No, is that Latouche? That's not Latouche. Is it Latouche? Oh God, I cannot remember. I swear it's him. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive! Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot! I was shot. Who? Who shot you? It looks like he tried to write her name up there. I don't know. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Oh. He's dead. Mr. Latouche! Pips! Emma! What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma! Did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Baggers on its way. It's Mr. Latouche. He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Damn it! Remain Latouche, either one, shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means. July 7th, backstage hallway. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darren. Let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then. Yeah. Fraulein Detective? Don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out, other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lemoire. Oh, no, sorry, that's Apollo asking the question. Tell no one, not even Lemoire? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, Hair Forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that, An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Sign Prosecutor Gavin's investigation request. Right, well, let's start with the investigation. I want it already. I want it for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fraulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, alright, our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel gazing. Let's crack this case. I'll worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? Nope. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latusse's last words. The witnesses, siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Okay, so it says we move. If that, I would have thought we'd look at that thing on the ground right there by the door. Apparently we moved straight into the Moire's dressing room. July 7th, the Moire's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? The two did ask me to tell the witness... to tell me to ask the witness the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Get me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please? Think of Paul Noir. Ah, well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. First off, we talk to her. The victim. Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was the Moire's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Motive to murder him. Did I say something weird? Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Moire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was MRI's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We sent a request to the Borgidian Embassy for more info on him. The crime. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true, it was us who found the body. What? Huh. Guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. When we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? That doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. Okay, now it's time to examine. Wait a minute. Blue object on the ground near the door. Oh, is it that thing they're talking about? I wonder if I called that a blue object. Okay, now I guess I call it a blue object. From this distance. Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Emma? Brooch? You're not going to say, can I have it please, are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15. But that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humour. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Brooch added to the got record. Pan right, which I've got to do with my mouse. Look at the gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right, a big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only the police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snack cubes when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you, sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? Revolver added to the got record. And we look at... oh, it's up there. Look at his body. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first. Trucy, really? Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on snackoos again. Oh, she's not too annoyed. How's she not fat? All those snackoos she eats. Oh, my wrist. His left hand. Apollo, look at this hand. Oh, he's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see there? He's holding something. What's this? A keyring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring. And what unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. Okay, it has a guitar on it. It's in the shape of a heart and it's purple. Purple makes me think of Gavin. Are these Gavin's keys? And is that guitar key for his guitar case? Keyring added to got record. Wait, what? That's all we look at? We don't look at this or anything? It's not saying that we look... I'm looking at this. Eek, is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Okay, I guess that's it then. Okay, we leave there. We pan left. And we apparently present the gun to Emma? I'm so confused about why we're doing some of these things. Are we looking for fingerprints, maybe? So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? We have a chat with her about the murder weapon. She'll tell us what's strange about it. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a 45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, just makes sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver. The recoil will probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet, the killer used his revolver in quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon? Huh. Well, that's about it. think we've looked at just about everything there is. Guess you're right. Know how you're feeling, it's hard to know when to stop. Anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually we have to. Great, thanks. She left. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Times are wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... On second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. He was just gonna leave. Screw you, Emma! Backstage hallway. July 7th, backstage hallway. Huh! Eek! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looks suspicious. Weird. Similar garb to Trucy, but yellow. The Yellow Man. The stage. Let's go to the stage. July 7th, in the wings. You can just say stage. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Achtung! You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darion on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey, man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? What was all that tinny playing of yours? Who are you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. Huh? What are you two doing here? Hiya. Okay. You were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait, you were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Ooh. Right, anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? Greetings. Who are you, a Klingon? Not Klingon, Vulcan? You a Vulcan? Oh my god, his hair! Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs Division 3. Hello, Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. I'm just going to amend my guide here a bit. It's not actually that much to do for investigation, the detective work, but looks could be deceiving. Let's talk about the case. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? Murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Miss Latus than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. And you're going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective, but I want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right, we might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. The Governors. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Governors? I still like Governors, it sounds better. It's not surprising why even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gatherers aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. Oh god. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay, if you say so. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This is my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies, and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today. I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who Mr. Q. The Miss Q? We were arguing about that before. Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. The Miss Q. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience. Actually I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No! Now take a listen to this. What's that? The mixing board. We use it to record our concert tonight. Are we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. Oh god. This bit one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. I thought it was going to do it on its own. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out! Okay. Well, I'm not doing anything? I thought I was doing stuff. They're just moving it all around. Wow, neat! So, could you say, here only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. Guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin! First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose a section of the song you wish to hear on the bottommost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely. Ah, the time is a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point! We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, Herr Amateur, you'll prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the Miss Q. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Use these sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use the sliders to adjust volumes. Place a section of the song you wish to hear on the bottom bar. Sliders in the bar, got it. Once you found the guilty party, press the corresponding number. Time to rock. Okay. The guide. We have to find someone. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe this one? this one. Okay, is it number 1 then? Is that it? Okay, it doesn't say that. It actually says it's supposed to be this one, I think. Or is it back here? Oh, there you go. That's it. Is that it? See, the guide said present part 2. For me, the parts are actually these things. I would say these things are the parts here. That, you know, the play the bits of music that you select on. The sections of music, those are the parts. I would have thought it'd say select instrument 2. You know, I don't know. Apparently it's the second one, I think. I hope. This part is off. Which is that. Second guitar. Ah! It was you, Darian! Ah, well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well, that's all you have to say. That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Mixing board, as the got record. We really need the mixing board. Still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Okay. We now present to him the keyring, which I'm pretty sure is his for his guitar and stuff. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! That's my keyring. I've been looking all over the freight. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I know it face? This is the keyring that was. Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where'd you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim, you mean Mr. Latus, have my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us... And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? She's a tricksy little minx. Gavin's troubles. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. And something about your guitar case being busted. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. You know, happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pockets. Mosquito Gavin's keyring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. In order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one, up in flames. Right on stage too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latus's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very specific guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latus dies. Yep, and? Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. You don't want to talk. Your head's just one giant spike. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... Now you mentioned it, I have noticed. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring in the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up, if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No, give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Well, it's this, if we can check it. Sugar, oh that night in your embrace when you stole away the keys. My hat held on to so tight. But your pleasure, but the fleeting melody wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. I can't press the button to go right. Well, burning on in my heart, fire away, burn my love, like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. Guitar, up together in the sky, burning guitar, keys being stolen, body being shot. It's the lyrics. It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it's a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What about his taxi? What? No way. The song's prediction. Sorry, just amending with the guide. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. Not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys. And next, the guitar burst into flames. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away. And then Mr. Lotus was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around? Huh? The criminal could have based his crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital, and quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, clavier, seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? It sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Lotus. Right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. Meow. Gone. A foreign national, Mr. Lotus, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. The letter was not only a murder, but a mystery. A murder mystery? Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favour and keep them to yourself. Yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemoire to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lemoire is now? I had to go to the dressing room. Go to my dressing room. With that pianist Machi Tabayi, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Lotus's sudden passing. Gavin's dressing room. Got it. Time to go. Move. Backstage hallway, because of couch to do. Ooh. July 7th, backstage hallway. Ah! Eek! Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Juicy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Alice Liddell. Move to the Governor's dressing room. July 7th, Governor's dressing room. Ah, Lamoire. What? What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lamoire, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginian by birth. Wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Ah, that. Yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also... No, Machi Tobai is Virginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what's happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was... Juicy! Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Latouche is the Moire's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It's very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamoire. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Apparently first we examine the postcards on the table before we say anything to her. Postcards? Or is it these? Look, it's a postcard of the Moire. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. Must be her native tongue, Borginese. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate roughly. Please take one. A landscape painter in sound. That's a nice image. Postcard added to the got record. Okay, now we're done with that. Apparently I had to do that first before we spoke to her. Lamoire. The Republic of Virginia, that's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamoire, you're not from Virginia originally. Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Portuguese in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. Painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Drucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yep, in Portuguese, the Moire means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Ooh, siren. Also, Trucy, it might be fine using that music for now, but if you choose anything to go by, you're gonna get screwed at some point. Machi. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yep, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English, either, does he? He'd never left Borginia before we met. He made his presence part of my contract. Match and I together are the moi. Together, always. Mr. Latouche. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yep. From 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter, even though you speak English. Yep, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. Serenade the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lemois? That is the meaning of my name in Borginese, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. The siren. Siren. Turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask, witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren. He said siren? Really? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that. Ask the witness. And you're the siren, Lemois. Did you see what happened? Lemois? Might I ask, are you with the police? Huh? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for clients? If you have no clients, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But then why aren't we... I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Wow, she's turned into a bitch really quickly. Okay, we're gonna go to the backstage hallway and say hello to Emma. Oops, no we're not. I accidentally missed something that we're supposed to do in here. In a second, we'll go talk to Emma. But first I have to present the brooch. Oopsie daisies. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes, well, it may be mine. Yours, Lemois. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemoir's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Okay, now we move. July 8th, 12:22 AM, backstage hallway. Whoa! Who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Ah, it's all your fault, you know. Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Huh? Mr. Latouche's body has disappeared. What? July 8th, Lemoire's dressing room. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Letizia's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? You have to start the investor. There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Letizia's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeta's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeta? Who's Geeta? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geetas. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeta's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. First, we've got to talk about disappearing acts. Oh, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry. Not much I thought... not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackers should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Okay, we've done that. We move. Backstage hallway. We move to the stage. July 8th, 12:57 AM in the wings. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. And we examine this thing that's gone all the way up here. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lemoire and Prosecutor Gavin was singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. It's not going to be good. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Eek! We found 2 things we were looking for and 1 thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist match it to play. What a weird scene. July 8th, 10:09 AM, Write Anything Agency. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Matchy? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Matchy Tabayi, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. Guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. Are you northern now? Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologise for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Oh, I want an Ace Attorney Abridged, where it's a very northern, like Jon Snow levels of northern voices. Gavin's like, hey up, love. How you doing? Moved up pub. Why'd they arrest Matchy? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet. The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamar was invited from Borginio as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. What makes Matchy the only possible suspect? Yeah, forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say? Me, the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention centre. He wants to request your services. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lemoire. Right. Later. Hope I'm up to this. July 8th, detention centre. Visitors room. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you could tell me about last night? Huh? That was when I realised how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lemoire can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Do we really have to flash back to like 2 seconds ago? Good luck. I'm off to question Lemoire. But what are we going to do? That's a good question. Can't think of anything we could do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. To be continued! This took a bit longer than I thought it would, but I did ramble along at some points, like at the beginning, and I had plenty of commentary to add about some stuff, so time went a bit long. But anyway, and like I said before, it was very deceptive of how long the investigation was going to be. Because I've had investigations in the notepad format, top of screen to bottom of screen, that went, like I had to scroll, that took less time to do than this, and this one, the length of it was just the screen, but for some reason it took over an hour. You know. Anyway, that's the start to turn about Serenade. We've met Lemoire and Machi, and Latouche has died. Machi's being accused of killing. We got keys that were stolen, and a guitar that burst into flames, and Latouche dying, which matched the song lyrics of Guitar Serenade. And Machi can't speak English, so it's going to be fun talking to him in court tomorrow. So we'll do that next time. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Small apologies to Tony when we're in the courtroom tomorrow. We'll have a chat with anyone who shows up. I don't know how we're going to, if we have to talk to Machi, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm sure Lemoire might be there, and whoever's, maybe Emma with the detective, because she's taken over the detective work from Gumshoe for this game. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Good. Bye.